Hello, hello. Welcome to my Trist guide. I am Diamond 3 currently. Tristana made. Ended the season on Diamond 2. So I'm making a Tristana guide. First off, I like to start off with the runes. And I have two pages that I use mostly. This is my win lane Trist. Like if you're versing a good matchup, which I'll go over later in the video, then you run this page. Because this is really good at stomping lane, getting your reset, doing your combo fast. You know, it's Triumph helps you with like living, you know. You have it in Triumph in the other one as well, so you always have to run Triumph with Tristana. Yeah, this is basically the page that you run when you know you're going to win lane. And then this is the other page I run when I feel like I'm going to play in team fights and I have to play out of the lane and I'm in a losing matchup. This is the page that I run. I go press the attack, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Nimbus Cloak because it helps you survive a little bit. What you can do if you want, sometimes you can change this to Taste of Blood and Ravenous. Yeah, Ravenous Hunter. If you don't need Nimbus Cloak, if you feel like you don't need Nimbus Cloak, then yeah, this is what you run. Tristana's power spike is usually 6, but she's very strong level 2 and level 3. If you can get to level 2, level 3, then that's preferred, you know. Level 3 is like the best on Trist. If you can get to level 3, then that's what you need to do. So this is just the first combo, just the basic combo. So E, auto, auto, alt, auto, while it's in the air, okay? So that's what you can do in the beginning when you hit level 6. Prior to level 6, always pay attention to your Halo Blades down here as well. It's very important that you pay attention to when your Halo Blades is up. So you E, auto, 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 jump, reset, jump, okay? So you can use that combo for times where you need to like get out. So if you're like 1 health or 2, 3 health, you can like E, kite back, kite back, kite back, and then jump again to get out. You know what I mean? Use them as a refresh to get you away from the fight. You can also use it for like engaging if you want. You know what I mean? I'll show you the level 6 combo, which goes like this. So E, auto, auto, alt, auto, and you gotta try and push them into as many people as you can. So when you're aiming that last auto, when you're about to use your ult, when you're on the last tick of your bomb, the red one or the light brown one, because you can auto when it's in the air. So when you're on that last tick, you want to reposition your character so it hits it into another character, because the AoE damage is actually really fucking strong. It's harder with press the attack. It's the same kind of concept with the combos. Actually, I'll leave this and I'll go back in with press the attack. Okay, so I'm back with press the attack and I'll just show you the combo that you can do with this. It's a little bit different. When you have press the attack, you have to start it with an auto, right? Auto first, so you have the one trigger of the press the attack before you even put your bomb, right? So you start 1, E, auto, auto, alt, auto. Okay? Because you auto it while it's flying in the air. It's a little bit harder with press the attack because Halo Blades gives you the attack speed. It gets easier as the game goes, but that's pretty much what you want to do. There's one more combo that you can do, but it's a little bit advanced and you don't really need to do it a lot of the time. You can E, auto, auto, alt, W, W. When you have Halo Blades, you can alt W at the exact same time. Instead of going for the alt auto, you can alt W. So that way you follow it through, right? Now I'm going to go onto skills, which is pretty much you max E first, then you max Q second, then you max W last, okay? And now we'll just go over to items. So let me just teleport back into the base. What I like to buy in this used patch, so you start with Doran's Blade almost always. Doran's Blade in 2 pots to start the game, right? That's how much you have to buy right in the beginning. But then after you start to get items, you want to always, on your first back, go back with 1300 gold. If you don't have 1300 gold, you want to like try to stay back, not really like go back unless you have 1300. Because once you have this, you're going to miss a whole lot less minions. You're going to hit more because of the passive that it gives. See how it gives you 20 physical damage to minions and monsters, so it'll help you farm with Trist, right? Because of her passive, it hits all of them. And then also you do 20 physical damage extra to the one that you're hitting, right? So this is a really good item to start off with. So, and then you get Berserker's Greaves. Always get Kraken Slayer, and then Berserker's Greaves, because Kraken Slayer is just too strong of an item for Triss. Because once you get Kraken Slayer, you can pretty much once you do your full combo, you can one-shot someone. If you do the full combo right, you can one-shot with Press the Attack and Halo Blades, both from like 80% health with Halo Blades and 100% with Press the Attack. Second, you want to get Collector, because a lot of the time when you're versing people that are slightly more healthy as supports, or even if they are squishy, Collector's still good, because in case your E's not up and you just want to auto and get those autos off, you know, it helps you finish them off. And when you do your full combo, sometimes they live on the tiniest bit of health, and Collector is just the best for that. It just clears them and allows you to just kill them in one shot. The good thing about Kraken Slayer is that you don't need to build attack speed items. They're kind of not that good in this patch. So Collector's a good buy. It gives you critical strike, and it gives you attack speed too because of the Mystic passive on Kraken Slayer, right? And third item, you want to go IE. Thing is with this, right? So you always build the first Kraken Slayer, then Collector. This is like 100%, this is the order that you go always, pretty much always. You might need to buy other executioners in between the Kraken Slayer and the Collector. Sometimes, depending on the matchup, if you're versing like a Draven or like a Samira or something that has like healing, or you see them buying, basically any ADC that buys the Immortal Shield Blow, you want to get executioners early. And if you're versing a matchup where you feel like you're taking a lot of poke, like a Xerath, something where you can't really help but take the poke, you want to get an early Vampiric Scepter, right? But you still want to get Collector into IE. This is like the standard build for her, in my opinion. This is the strongest build. I came up with this build, I played it. I just played with a bunch of different items. I tried Storm Razor, I tried Rapid Fire Cannon, I tried Manamune, I tried all of them. And this is what I think is the strongest. You do the most damage really fast. When you get to your fifth item, you either go Bloodthirster or you go Maw. If you're versing like if someone on your team is inting into like a heavy AP, or you need to build Magic Resist because of some reason, like the enemy support's poking you heaps, Maw's a good item. If you feel like you're getting hit with a lot of CC, you want to just get this, right? This is really good because it gives you critical strike. If you can build QSS, like if they have more than 3 CC on their team, like 3 heavy CC, and you feel like they're always going for you, this is a solid item as your fifth item, because it gives critical strike, it scales with IE. Gain an additional 8% critical strike per 20% strike chance. So the more critical strike you have, the more damage you're going to do, right? So this is a good item to pick up pretty much always if you're versing a lot of CC. And Bloodthirster is just beautiful item. It's just so good on Triss. When you get to the sixth item, you either build one of those other ones I suggested, or even if your fifth item could also be more reminder. So if you decided that you needed executioners already, like earlier, if you got executioners after the Kraken Slayer and the Berserker Greaves, then you build on your fifth item, instead of Bloodthirsty, you build more reminder, because it gives you critical strike. It's good as well. It upgrades it from 40% to something else. How much does the executioner give? It gives 40%, and this upgrades it to, when you do 3 attacks, it gives 60%. This is really good item to pick up if you're versing a lot of healing. So to finish off your build, if you don't know what to build, you don't need to build executioners, you don't need to build more, you don't need magic resist, you don't need any of that. That's when you get Guardian's Angel, right? It's not the best item, but it helps you survive, especially if you have a shutdown. If you have a shutdown, Guardian's Angel is beautiful. And the thing about Guardian's Angel is that it has a stopwatch. If you feel like stopwatch can really help you, like if you know your team's going for 4th dragon or something like that, you just invest in a stopwatch and maybe it'll save the fight. That's the items I build on Triss, and I think it's the strongest. One more thing I want to cover on Triss is laning phase. So when you get to the tower, right, usually they're sitting around the tower. You E and you try to get as many orders as you can without taking damage, right? When it's on this red bomb, you stall. You don't hit the tower until you see. So you go, even if you're hitting it the whole time, you see they're walking around, they see that. Because when you put on the tower, it has the biggest AoE. It upgrades the AoE on the E. Because it's a bigger target, it makes the explosion bigger. So if you're versing a Cho'Gath or something, whatever, you put the E on him, it's going to make the E explosion bigger. So you put on the tower, right? If they're standing standing right next to it, you can hit it a few times. When it gets to the red, you don't hit it. Wait to see if they step in and hit it right as they step into the range of your E, right? That's how you're supposed to play it. So when you start on the waves, this is just normal shit that you should know. One wave 3 minions is what gives you level 2, right? With Trish, she has a really strong level 2, as I mentioned earlier. So you want to really abuse that. You want to always be autoing the minions. I don't like that it's cannon wave. You want to always be autoing the minions right off the get-go, right? As much as you can without taking damage. That's the most important thing. Always look at their support and always position in a way where you don't take damage, right? With the first 3 minions, you always want to use your E because you don't want to miss any minions, and I found trouble ordering them. Like, you almost always find trouble ordering the first 3. Like, when you leash, you'll get here at about when all these are about the similar, and you just E and then blow them all up. This is not what it looks like when you actually play. But the thing is, what you want to do is you want to E and then blow them up. The first 3 minions. And then you want to just keep autoing the whole time. Keep autoing, keep autoing. You don't want to miss any minions. You want to hit as many minions and scale as fast as possible on Trist. Because once you get the 3 items, it's pretty much GG. You can one-shot anyone. Kraken Slayer, Collector, and Infinity Edge, you can beat pretty much anyone in the game. When you play Triss, right, when you're forcing the waves in, always look for plates. Because if you can kill the tower before... Because the plates go at 14 minutes at the tower. Like, you lose plates. It just goes to... It gets rid of the plates at 14 minutes. So you want to try and get as many of them as you can. Like, if that means that you have to swap lane, then you have to swap lane. Like, sometimes I just push hard, kill the tower before 13 or 12 minutes. And then I swap lane. You always want to be like kind of aggressive, but not really. But you also want to pay attention to the jungler. So it's kind of a hard thing to say because you have to be aware of which side the enemy jungler is starting on. If they're starting top side, you know that they're going to be bot first. And you can just pay attention to your jungle, see how he's clearing. It's pretty much when the scuttle spawns. If he started top side, then when the scuttle spawns, the bot scuttle, is when they're on your side of the map. They're about to gank, right? That's pretty much all there is to Trist. It's pretty difficult, but with some practice, I feel like it's not a champion you can practice in practice tool. You have to be playing the solo queue and grinding the combos, because the only way you're going to be able to get that push is if you get used to kiting in a way where you can guide the ult to hit others. Kind of picture it like you're hitting a Lux queue with the way that you line the ult. I don't think so. So let me just go over all of it again, just really fast. So full combos, try to look for your full combos because they one shot. So that's the E, auto, alt, auto in the air. Or if you're using Halo Blade, if you're using press the attack, you have to auto E, auto, alt, auto while they're in the air. The reason why you go for the last auto while they're in the air is because they can't react. So it's better to save the last part of the bomb because they think you're going to go in when the bomb's red. So you want to get that auto before you throw your E with press the attack, because that way you can set up your positioning easier, if that makes sense. The good thing about Tristana as well, let me just say one thing else. She almost always has prior. If your jungler is starting topside, you want to kind of like, if you're pushed and you're not going for a cheetah recoil, which is basically like you back for a coal just to get like an early advantage, then you want to kind of like give him prior. Like kind of like if you know that you can't step up to the tower when you've already pushed it in and you see that your jungler's coming up for the scuttle that's spawning, you want to just kind of walk up and be in a position where you can react better, especially if you're like level 2 or 3, because level 2 or 3 Triss, you get first blood, the game's over. Like you literally scale like a motherfucker and just no one can do anything. I think that pretty much covers it all. Thanks for watching, and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/DamatoCE. Thank you, bye.